Hello grade 12s and welcome to the first official lesson of technical mathematics. Right now we're going to be dealing with complex numbers. Okay. Here is some background information that you need to know. So in technical mathematics, the complex number system is defined as the sum of real numbers and imaginary numbers, where the complex number is z and it's equal to a plus bi, right? Where a and b are real numbers, I is the imaginary unit. Please note that I is equal to the square root of -1. That is the base that's going to be used. A is the real part, so that's the real number part. Bi is the imaginary unit. Bi is the imaginary part rather, because b is a real number, I is the imaginary unit. Okay, so forgive me for this, it should be part here. Okay, I hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. Now, imaginary numbers are used to calculate the square root of a negative number. Please note that I is the square root of -1. So for example, the square root of -4 is equal to 2i because it's the square root of 4 times the square root of -1. And the square root of -9 is 3i because it's the square root of 9 times the square root of -1. So on and so forth. When dealing with surds, for example, the square root of -2, you're going to write square root of 2 and then I, because it's the square root of 2 times the square root of -1. Okay, hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. Please take this down. I modified this from the Western Cape Government Educational Guidelines. So number 1 states, simplify the following algebraic expressions. 1.1 we have square root of 529 plus the square root of negative 169 plus 1. So this is going to be 529, it's 23 squared. So it's going to be the square root of 23 squared, okay, plus square root of, you take positive 169, 169 is 13 squared, so it's going to be 13 squared times negative 1 plus 1. So this is going to be square root of 23 squared is just 23 plus square root of 13 squared is 13 times square root of negative 1, don't forget that's I, and then plus 1. Okay, and then you collect like terms. 23 plus 1 is plus 24. Whether you say 24 plus 13i or 13i plus 24, it's the same. Hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.2 square root of 676 minus square root of negative 289 plus 4. So this is going to be 676 2 squared times 13 squared. So 2 times 13 is 26 squared. So square root of 26 squared minus square root of, then we go to 289, 17 squared. So square root of 17 squared times negative 1 and then plus 4. Square root of 26 squared is just 26 minus square root of 17 squared is 17 times square root of negative 1 is I, and plus 4. So this gets, connect like terms, 26 plus 4 is 30, so negative 17i plus 30. You can say 30 minus 17i, whichever way you prefer to write it. Hope that is clear, hope that makes sense. 1.3 negative square root of 841 plus square root of negative 361 plus 6. Once again, this is going to be 841, 29 squared. So the negative square root of 29 squared plus 361 is 19 squared. So the square root of 19 squared times negative 1 and then plus 6. Okay, so this is going to be negative square root of 29 squared is just 29 plus square root of 19 squared is 19 times square root of negative 1 is I plus 6. So we get, like, connect like terms, negative 29 plus 6, 19i minus 23. Okay, or you can say negative 23 plus 19i, whichever way you prefer it, it's still fine. Hope that is clear, hope that makes sense. 1.4, you have negative square root of 961 minus the square root of negative 400 plus 8. So once again, this is going to be negative square root of 961 31 squared minus square root of 400. 2 to the power 4 times 5 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 4 is 4 to the power of 2. 4 times 5 is 20. So we have 20 squared times negative 1 and then plus 8. Negative square root of 31 squared is 31 minus square root of 20 squared is 20 times square root of negative 1 is I plus 8. Collect like terms. Negative 20i is alone. And then negative 31 plus 8, it's minus 23. Okay, you can say negative 23 minus 20i. Hope that is clear. Hope that makes sense. (1.5) square root of 144 plus square root of negative 1369 minus 11i. So this is going to be 144 is 12 squared. So square root of 12 squared plus 1369 37 squared. So square root of 37 squared times negative 1 minus 11i. Okay. Square root of 12 squared is 12 plus square root of 37 squared is 37 times square root of negative 1 is I minus 11i. Then we collect like terms. 37i minus 11i is 26i plus 12. Or you can say 12 plus 26i, whichever configuration you prefer. 1.6 square root of 100 minus square root of negative 49 minus 13i. So how can we write 100? 10 squared minus 49, 7 squared times negative 1 and then minus 13i. Square root of 10 squared is 10 minus square root of 7 squared is 7 times square root of negative 1 is I minus 13i. Negative 7i minus 13i is minus 20i plus 10. Or you can say 10 minus 20i. Hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.7 negative square root of 81 plus square root of negative 25 minus 17i. Negative 81 is 9 squared plus 25 is 5 squared times negative 1 minus 17i. Negative 9 squared is 9 plus square root of 5 squared is 5 times square root of negative 1 is I minus 17i. 5i minus 17, negative 12i minus 9. Okay, hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. (1.8) negative square root of 64 minus square root of negative 25 minus 19i. So this is going to be minus square root of 64, 8 squared minus 25, 5 squared times negative 1 minus 19i. So this is going to be minus square root of 8 squared is 8 minus square root of 5 squared is 5 times square root of negative 1 is I minus 19i. Like terms, negative 5i minus 19i is minus 24i minus 8. Or you can say negative 8 minus, what is this? You can say negative 8 minus 24i. Hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. Okay, 1.7, so 1.9 rather, I plus 10 plus 23i plus 30. Like terms, I plus 23i is 24i, 10 plus 30 is plus 40. Okay, hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.10, 2i minus 12 plus 29i plus 32. So, once again, collecting like terms, 2i plus 29i is 31i, negative 12 plus 32 plus 20. Okay, hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.11, 3i plus 14 minus 31i plus 40. Like terms, 3i minus 31i, 3 minus 31 is negative 28, 14 plus 40 plus 54. Hope that is clear, hope that makes sense. 1.12, 5i plus 15 plus 37i minus 42. Collecting like terms, 5i plus 37, we get 42i, 15 minus 42, oh my, I'm getting negative 27. Okay, hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.18, 7i minus 16 minus 41i plus 50. Collecting like terms, 7i minus 41i, 7 minus 41, so negative 34i, negative 16 plus 50, 34 plus 34. Hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.14, 10i minus 23 plus 30i minus 41. So like terms, 10i plus 30i, 40i, negative 23 minus 41, and we get negative 64. Okay, hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.15, negative 12i plus 29 minus 32i plus 43. Collecting like terms, negative 12i minus 32i, we get negative 44i. 29 plus 43 plus 72. Okay, hope that is clear, and I hope that makes sense. 1.16, negative 14i minus 31 minus 50i minus 71. Collecting like terms, negative 14i minus 50i, you get negative 64i. Negative 31 minus 71 minus 102. 1.17, square root of negative 2 plus square root of negative 3,362 plus 20i. This is going to be, it's already, so it's going to be square root of 2 times negative 1 plus 3362. 2 times 41 squared. So 2 times 41 squared times negative 1 plus 20i. Square root of 2 is just square root of 2. Square root of negative 1 is I, plus 41. Square root of 41 squared is 41. Square root of 2. Square root of negative 1 is I. And then plus 20i. Square root of 2i plus 41 square root of 2i plus 20i. You can try it. Square root of 2 plus 41 square root of 2 plus 20. You get 20 plus 42 square root of 2. You can say 42 square root of 2i plus 20i. Okay, hope that is clear. You can factor out I, but remember it's had to simplify, so this is the simplest format, no brackets. Hope that is clear, hope that makes sense. 1.18 square root of negative 1323 minus square root of negative 12 plus square root of 3i. So this is going to be 3 squared times 7, 3 cubed times 7 squared. 3 times 7 is 21. So square root of 21 squared times 3 times negative 1 minus 12. 2 squared times 3 plus square root of 3i. Okay, hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. Square root of 21 squared is 21. Square root of 3i minus square root of 2 squared is 2. Square root of 3, then I plus square root of 3i. 21 minus 2, 19 plus 1, 20. So the final answer is 20 square root of 3i. Okay, hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. 1.19 square root of negative 2420 plus square root of negative 45 plus 2 square root of 5i. So this is going to be negative square root of 2 squared times 5 times 11 squared. 2 times 11 is 22. So 22 squared times 5 plus square root of 45 is 3 squared times 5 plus 2 square root of 5i. Hope that is clear. Forgive my handwriting. Square root of 22 squared is 22, then square root of 5, then I, plus square root of 3 squared is 3, square root of 5, then I, plus 2 square root of 5, then I. Okay, negative 22 plus 3, negative 19 plus 2, negative 17. So the final answer is negative 17 square root of 5i. Let's be sure. Negative 17 root 5. So final answer is negative 17 root 5i. Hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. 1.20 minus square root of negative 4032 minus square root of negative 343. So this is going to be minus 2 to the power of 6 times 3 squared times 7. 2 to the power of 6, 8 to the power of 2. Yeah, 8 times 3 is 24. So 24 squared times 7 times negative 1 minus 343, 7 cubed, so 7 squared times 7 times negative 1 minus square root of 24 squared is 24, square root of 7, then I, minus square root of 7 squared is 7, square root of 7, then I. Negative 24 square root of 7i minus 7 square root of 7i. Negative 24 minus 7, we get negative 31 square root of 7i. Even if you enter the positive 4032, then you say minus. As you can see, wait. Oh, negative. It's negative here at the beginning. So as you can see, negative 31 square root of 7. Okay, hope that is clear. Hope that makes sense. The last one for now is square root of negative 6875 plus 5 square root of 11i. So this is square root of 5 to the power 4 is 25 to the power of 2. 25 squared times 11 times negative 1 plus 5 square root of 11 I. Square root of 25 squared is 25, then square root of 11, then I, plus 5 square root of 11 I. 25 plus 5 is 30, square root of 11, then I. Okay, I know that my camera was shaking towards the last segment. I hope that is clear and I hope that makes sense. Right, I hope with this you've gotten enough practice. Please note that I haven't yet done part 2 or prepared it, but maybe I'll modify it from past papers. Okay, if you found this video helpful in any way, please click the like button and subscribe for more content. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again.